Woody's World brought to you by Shanahan's Steakhouse. There are always some good stories in the draft, and I thought there was one last night. If you watched the draft, and I know most of you did, there was a point at which the commissioner, who had been booed mercilessly all night, was bear hugged by a guy who brought him into his arms and lifted him. And he was wearing an odd suit, and people went, what is going on here? Danny Shelton was drafted number 12 by the Cleveland Browns. Good pick by the Cleveland Browns, by the way. A guy who was dressed to the nines, as they might say last night. He said the suit and the bear hug and his 12th pick in the first round was dedicated to his brother. Danny Shelton has several brothers, and he was with Shannon. My daughter's name is Shannon. He was with Shannon, his brother, in 2011, and they were going from house to house, and his brother was murdered by unknown and died. And so he's dedicated his college career to his brother. He wants to carry on for his brother. And I love stories when people say, you know, I'm dedicating this to my mother, and I lost my mother to cancer, and even though his brother's death was horrendous and was in a terrible situation, he has carried on for his brother, and he will carry on, and I think you'll see him throughout his career talk about his brother. So Danny Shelton was one of the good guys in the first round who was drafted high. There was a lot of talk about all the guys who had committed mistakes, involved in situations before the draft, but here was one of the good guys whose brother was killed, and he actually last night bear hugged the commissioner and wore that suit. That would have been the suit I would have picked out to honor my brother, but he wanted to talk about his brother and how much his brother had meant to him and how much being drafted in the first round. The only bad side is he's going to Cleveland. I'm Woody Paige, and that's my opinion. Woody's World is sponsored by Shanahan's Steakhouse. Shanahan's Steakhouse has been selected by the public as one of Denver's best restaurants, and we think it is the very best. We'll go out and visit our friend Mark Steron and his staff, and you will have a dinner that is as unforgettable as Manny Ramirez's snap in the Super Bowl. So book a reservation today. Go out this weekend or next week on a Tuesday or Wednesday night and enjoy Shanahan's by making a reservation at shanahansteakhouse.com.